Hey y'all, this is BG Codes and I am bradgarropy. Welcome to tonight's stream. We've been continually making slow progress on our remix application starter, which is great. The whole idea is that we're going to make a full application template. If I can get my hat straight. And it's got like authentication, user accounts, end-to-end testing, unit testing, full CI/CD pipelines, all that good stuff with some user data. And we've set up a lot of the plumbing so far, but we don't have any user data yet. So now's the time. We're gonna, make some basic CRUD stuff that users can CRUD. And normally you would do that with like a to-do list or something. In this case, we're just gonna make notes. I don't need to like go through all the stuff. It's just so I can have that like scaffold of like this data belongs to this person and only you can, modify it, that kind of thing. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's get started. Jump into the code. So we got everything running, DB, tests, and the app. And so I think the first thing we need is a route for this. Let's check our routes file. Dashboard, sign in, sign up, forgot. Like after all this stuff, maybe let's make like a slats notes / new. Sure. I guess we'll do that. Notes new. Then we need to make that file. That's going to be a TSX file. And I guess we'll just kind of make it the same as the reset file. We're going to call this new note. And I think one of the first things we need to do is make sure that this shows up in the navigation when you're authenticated. So we'll go to components, navigation, and we've got that little helper, use auth, which will give you the user. And if you are authenticated, all right, now we're getting a little bit more content here. So we're going to say, actually, I don't even think we want to like link to this. Really, we want like a notes page. Yeah, but only when there's the user. So let's sign in as good old Homer. Yeah, now we've got notes. Yep, which doesn't exist. So we go to our routes file. We need to add that too. We'll just duplicate that. There it is. Notes. We might have to rebuild this or refresh. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So notes are there. But that's not really why we're here. We need a way to make a new note. So notes / new, there we go, exists. The dog is eating, and it's too late for that. Okay, so this is gonna have a form, and then I guess this will just be like your note ID, and the name is note. It's input. Is this an input? This is more like a text area, not an input. Let's just use Copilot for this. How do I open the chat window? Control Shift I. Okay. What's the difference? Oh, no. What is the difference between an input and a text area? Like, that's pretty slick. This whole voice AI stuff is really good. I need a way to like shortcut directly to that. Is there a key binding? Configure key binding. Oh, that's what we need, dude. So you can just talk to the AI. Okay, let's see. Yes, because it's multi-line. Would I like to? Well, yeah. How do I say thumbs up? Yes, please make those changes. Can I see the diff? Let's ask one more question. Are text area tags self-closing? Really? They're not? No way. Huh. I'll be damned. Looks like they are. Maybe that's a React thing then, right? Okay, so we've got our note. We don't need the label. And this is going to be, it says create. Awesome. Hey, what's going on, Mark? Thanks for stopping in. Just adding some basic CRUD functionality to my remix template here. So, okay, we'll put some stuff in here. We'll press create, and then the action will run. And inside of the action, what do we got? Params. We're not using the params. No, it's note. We'll just return the note. I don't really know like what we're doing yet. We don't even have the data model for it, so let's make sure it all happens. Hey, this is a new note. Create. And there it is. It's in our action. So now it's just up to us to do something with this. I think the next step then is to, well, first of all, make a branch for this because I don't have one yet. And then, okay, now we got something. Now we need to go over to our Prisma schema. We can come in here and now we'll actually make our notes. Model note. We don't need a title. We literally just want the content. User ID is an int, sure. User is a user, that's the relation. Created at, updated at. That is perfect. That's all we need. It's getting good. Like, I don't like Cursor, and I've gone on record to say that I don't like their UI, but VS Code's UI, when it comes to this stuff, I think is still the best. Nice and crisp, nice and clean. Even their like multi-step edit experience has been just fine for me. And as y'all saw, this voice thing is amazing. And you can make a keybind for this and it just like voice chats away. It is like really cool. Okay. So we've got the note. We need to regenerate our Prisma client. And we do that by running our db migrate script, which runs db migrate dev. In this case, we're going to say note, or I guess notes. Actually, I just wanted to move that real quick. Okay. Yeah. Notes. That should be everything we need. And so now we have our client generated, and because of that, we can come in here. Where did I put it? It was a models folder, right? Yeah, new file. Notes.server.ts. And we will make something very similar to this. So create note params, and really all we need is the user ID to associate it with and the content. Yep. So we'll pull in our DB, we'll do note.create, and the data is going to be, yep, user ID, content, done. Ah, no, Siri, shut up. No, not now. Too much. Go ahead, Copilot. Now you can do it. There. Okay. Now we have the ability to create a note. So in this action, that's what we can do. New node, create note, content note. We need a user. So this is how we handle that. Require user is user, and now we can pass in user ID is the user dot ID. Cannot find create note. Oh, it's not create user. There it is. And let's change that form. I don't think, yeah, I don't, the text area isn't a note. It's the content. Cool. And now this can be content from content, and then this is note. And there we go. So now we should be able to create notes. It's going by way too fast, and I love it. Okay. Notes server 11. At create note. You think I need to restart the server? I think we need to restart this page too. Yeah, because I'm not seeing notes in there either. DB, restart the studio. Now we got notes. He's got no notes. And now let's try this again. Now he's got a note. That's it. Belongs to that user. Yeah, and the action is protected. You need to be logged in. Okay, you're good. And I mean, let's just double check that assumption. Sign out. We'll go to notes new. No. That's not good. Oh, because we need a loader. In order to check this, we need a loader. Yeah, there we go. And so now I can sign in and it's going to send me right back to new notes. Yo, this is nice. This is nice. Okay. This was the second note. I submitted it, you know, you didn't do anything. You can't tell, but after this we'll redirect back to the notes page. So now, I mean, let's make the notes page. We have two notes. And so basically we're going to have a loader. Notes doesn't have an action. No, it will have a delete action. So if there's no user, do nothing, and then we'll load the notes. Oh, so now we need... Let's get notes, takes the user ID. We find many where user ID. Yeah. And let's just check for some reason, like the users. That's a find unique. Yeah. Yeah. What about our reset tokens? Just to double check. The delete many operation. Okay. Yeah. No, we're good. So there's get notes. And so here we need that. So now we're going to say const notes equals use loader data type of loader. And this should be properly typed. Yes, it is. Oh, it looks like it's a promise. That's interesting. And then we can just like iterate over it. So we'll get rid of this form. And we'll be like, hey, here's all your notes. And we'll say notes dot map a note. I don't like that it's a div. And so now it's like streaming, huh? Oh. Oh wait. That's why. Okay, well this isn't gonna look that great, but okay. And so now we've got these two notes. Let's not do anything yet with them. First, we're going to put like a link right underneath it. What's got all the margin? The heading. Because I stuck MB8 on the bottom. That even look good. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, now I took MB8 off of that, so here I'll put MB8. And in this case, we probably want this to be inline block. Yeah. We still want margin on there. By 2. Yeah. And on hover, let's just make that the purple. Okay, cool. And I don't like the divs. Maybe we can make these LIs. Cool. And again, if you try to show up here unauthenticated, sign out, and you just try to go directly to /notes, no, notes, you're going to have a bad time. And we'll sign in, go here. Those are your notes. Cool. What are we missing? New note. Oh, after we create a note, let's redirect back. So notes new, we'll do that, and then we'll return a redirect. Just double check my other redirects. Okay, testing a note with a redirect. Boom. Easy, man. Easy. Freaking done. How long we been streaming for? 27 minutes. We got create and view done. Pretty quick. It says notes the way it should. New note says new note. Okay, this is all good. And again, if I sign out, that goes away. My network's not doing stuff, is it? I don't love that a lot. You hover. I think we can get rid of this whole dashboard thing. I do need to find a way to like let you know who you are when you're logged in. Or just even if it's just an indicator for me, you know? We'll get there. Like let's throw this onto the reminders list. We'll say like create note, read note, those are done. We'll say like user like avatar. An avatar per se. By the way, if you're hanging out in the chat, say what's up. YouTube's kind of a new streaming source for me. I used to do Twitch a lot. So I need to get some folks in here chatting. Tests. I suppose let's write some tests. We really don't have much to write. Navigation is probably the only test we can update, and then the notes.server. Because I'm not writing tests for routes. Those are end-to-end tests. And I'm going to save that. Okay, so here, define notes routes. Here is create notes table. Navigation. Let's go ahead and do the test for this. How does this? Oh, not. Okay, cool. Yeah, and then up here, it's not going to be there. Make sure they're running. But we're failing, we're failing, we're failing. Shows unauthenticated routes. Oh, so then we want query by text, not get by text, because it throws on get. Okay. That's notes. Good. Or the the navigation, add notes, link. And then let's do these. Make a test file. And we've got two things we want to test. Get notes and create note. All right, let's see. Get these imports right. VS Code can never quite figure that out. Then I think we need to add some seeds here. Which moreover, then we need mocks. So in our mocks directory, notes. Would have thought this would have been better at this. All right. All right, now we got our mock notes. Is that test passing? It's not. let's run our seed script. Run it again. Yeah, I mean, we need to mock it. I mean, why? Why is it not reading the database? Technically, it should, right? Oh, I didn't add it to the seed. Instead of doing this one at a time, parallelize it. Thank you. Yeah, but I want this slightly different. Whoops. Const mock notes promises. Would have been easier if I just did like a create many. I suppose technically I could, right? But that's okay. I'll use my own helpers for now, but like obviously the best way to do this is a create many. Like we would do a db dot note dot create many. Could I just do it like this? Data mock notes? Probably. And then this is going to be mock user dot ID. And I do like kind of interweaving this data because the minute you have tests that kind of depend on one another, all these mocks kind of talk to themselves. So let's see if we can run the seed and get this working. Yep. Okay. And now if we refresh this, Homer has 3 notes. Yes. Perfect. Great. Oh yeah, and we want the notes to be sorted by what? ID, I suppose, which is how they'll come back. Or no, created. That's really what we want is created. Order by created at descending. Yeah. Out of curiosity, if we did ascending, notes. First, second, third. But then if we did descending, let me restart the app. Descending, ascending, restart the app. Or is it the same? Let's mess with this a little bit. Oh, because they were all made at the exact same time. That's why. 8, and then this will be 0.9. Save. So now we should see a difference. Looks like ascending is what we want. Yeah, descending. So we want this to be ascending. Yeah, and I like this. So actually this is like a better argument to do what we did here with the promises, so that way we actually have kind of like now that we have notes that are created at a different timestamp. Holy shit. An old friend from middle school, I don't know, high school, blast from the past, just showed up in chat. What's up, Tommy? What do you do for work that put me in your feed? That's wild. All right, so let's run the seed script again and see kind of like how close they are created to one another. What do we got? Okay, yeah, like 2 milliseconds. So that's plenty enough to have an order by. So if I switch this order again, where is it here to descending? We should have, yeah, okay. Working as intended. Now going back to the tests, it passes now. It is using the real database, which is just awesome. Which makes me think, my other tests here, how much did I have to mess with the database? Oh, because reset tokens and users are hashed. Huh. Reset tokens are hashed, so I should be able to look them up. But I don't want to initialize the database with something like that. So I can't test against it. And user tokens. What do we got for users? Oh, because the password gets hashed when going in? I mean, bro, we don't even have to mock this. Or do I? Updates password failed because we received undefined. I'll have to double check that, but it would be really cool if I was able to just run the test against real database. Yo, you too, man. It's really cool hearing from you. Tommy, hit me up like anytime. I don't know where I'm on. I don't know if you know what Blue Sky is, Twitter. It's just my handle is just my name at bradgarropy. Anywhere you can find me. So would be so down to talk. Now I'm like a developer for a company called Stripe. I've been around a little bit, doing like web development since college, really. But yeah, it's something I like to do on the side as well. Okay, we need to finish creating a note here. Let's do it without mocking anything, right? So let's just say note is equal to create note, and we'll pass it mock notes 0, and then we'll expect it to equal that, right? Like that's kind of the full round trip. That fails because why? We get nothing back. What does create note return? Let's run only that test so I can actually see what's happening. Undefined. Maybe it doesn't do writes for some reason. In tests, that would be very smart of Prisma. Prisma writes in test mode. Oh, but didn't I set it up to get mocked in front of like in the setup file? Yes. So I mock the whole database. So I need to mock this stuff. Okay, which makes sense. I'm running unit tests here. Like, come on. So let's do it. Mock db. We'll mock that. We'll mock. Sure. Uh-huh. All right, that makes sense. And we'll do the same thing here. I want to find a better way to do this, though, for sure. And then what I always like to do is in my mock data, I update a plural, or I export a plural version and a singular version based off the same data set. Again, that way everything is consistent. And so now I can do, instead of mock notes 0, I can just call it mock note. Yes, and now we have fully passing tests. Not 100% coverage. We're missing lines 10 through 16. How? We're missing lines 10 through 16. Something weird is going on. Notes create mock resolve value once is mock note. Get notes db note find many. That's the same thing. But the test is passing, right? Yes, it is. Where did I just put that console log? Let's get it out of there. So it reads the notes out of the database and returns it. And the test mocks note.findMany, which is exactly what we're calling. we call get notes. Yes. Yet for some reason it claims we are not testing this properly. What if I dropped order by? What if I dropped all of get notes? I'm so confused. For user ID. Okay. Let's change this slightly. This is just me messing around trying to figure out why code coverage isn't working properly. db note find unique and return it. It finds the first, right? I believe so. How is this passing? Yo, some is fishy here. Oh my, I'm an idiot. I was only running one of the tests. This is what happens when you code at 10 o'clock at night. Now I'm running both of the tests. Okay, good. And now it's going to start failing because, you know, mock notes, mock notes. This is mock note. There, 100% coverage. Stupid brain fart. And again, if I drop this, the test fails. Yeah. And just to make sure, I'm mocking everything everywhere. MockDB, MockDB, MockDB. Yeah, I am. It'd be really cool to operate on the real database. It's SQLite, so it should be able to. Okay, so we're adding seed data. Well, I guess it's first we need mocks. Add mock notes. Seed database with mock notes. And now finally we've got the notes, like helpers. Add notes helpers. Just the things that interact with the database and get the stuff we need. Okay, and last but not least, the actual routes that do all the real work. Unfortunately, no tests, no nothing here. We're going to do end-to-end on those later. And honestly, I think this is good enough to push up. We do need to bump the version. This is version 9 now. And update the change log. Trying to be pretty pedantic, pretty specific about everything I'm doing here, because this is going to be the basis for everything I build in the future. Nine. Okay, and now we're saying yeah, add note create page and add view notes page. And while we're doing this, I think we can deprecate like our about and routes. We can deprecate like our about route. We just don't need it. The API route. Although the API route's nice to have, but I just like... we'll leave that. But about and dashboard can go away, I think. Yeah. And then in our routes file, we're going to get rid of about and dashboard. Gotta take it our nav. And then get it out of here. Get about out of our nav as well. Yeah, and I gotta get this out too. Yeah, I forgot I put those tests in there. Oh, this is a lot of stuff. Let's make sure, like, the tests are yeah, we got some problems. Yo, what's up, tech? All right, we got an error. Oh, yeah, let's restart. Yeah, it's been a while. I am back building. I've been building pretty reliably for a couple weeks now. Been awesome. All right, tests are passing. Can we build the app? Yep. And we can run it. All right, sick. Sign out, brings us back home. All right. And then what I want to do, okay, well, let's just say remove about and dashboard pages, because those don't mean anything anymore. And now, after we create a note, we are going to redirect to, oh yeah, notes. Okay, cool. And then we sign in. We are going to redirect to notes. So let's see, sign in, Homer. Boom. We got notes. How come he only has one note? Why does he only have one note? He should have 3. Okay, what's the deal? Let's see what the problem is. There should be more here. Okay, it says just one. This is called get notes. It awaits a find many. Find many. Yes, that's what we need. Let's reset the database and view it again. We've got 3 notes, all tied to user number 1, who is Homer. Okay, Homer, let's see, what's the deal? Sign out, sign in. We're signing in as Homer. Why does he only have one fucking note? Hmm. I mean, clearly, he's got 3. First, second, and third. And we're saying he's only got 1. notes. Array of 1. Only the second note. Like, what's so special about the second note? I wonder if something's up with the dev DB or the migrations, or because the seed is working. What if I just ran a script real quick? I have a scripts directory in here. New file, test.ts, and let's just say db await, no, const notes equals await get notes. And spit out notes. Let's run that. npx tsx source scripts test. Okay, so get notes must be broken. User ID is 1. And it's find many. I have a feeling the Prisma client hasn't been regenerated. Yes. Generated Prisma client. I mean, there it is. And now do I need to reset the app? No, it still says only 1. Well, that's why. Okay, that's why. I messed that up. And then over in our seed script, I think this needs to be even slower. Like, let's not promise dot all this. We'll just make it a for loop. One at a time. We need to slow it down. It's too fast. Good problem to have, but you know, problem nonetheless. Yeah, it still just happens so fast. And now they should be ordered. Okay, this is correct. I don't know why I'm deleting that. Just get rid of the whole script. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, seed. I tried to slow it down. And then sign in brings you to notes. Perfect. And creating a new note takes you to notes. All right, perfect. And now let's say I want to go to notes. Go here, sign in, and it'll bring me to notes. And if I sign out and I say I want to go to notes new, I can enter my credentials. It takes me to a new note. Awesome. Yo, we got a real app here, boys. Okay, slow down seed script. Redirect to notes on sign in. And finally, fix notes filter. All right, that's a lot. But we're good to make a PR. Yeah, 19 files. That is a lot. I am crushing my goals this week. Tuesday. Things are going along pretty well. Wait, is today Tuesday? Today's freaking Monday? Holy shit. I gotta reach higher. Reach for the sky. So then now I need to... I probably need to do like an update note and a delete note in the user avatar thing, and then I can get into this, into the nitty-gritty Prisma stuff. No, into the nitty-gritty, like, just making the repo better. And then I think I'll be ready to go on this. I don't think I need to do the whole password strength thing. Amy suggests that, but it's kind of a lot. Email, I should probably figure out. Even if it's just like using my own or your own SMTP server. Might not be the most reliable deliverability, but worth it. Okay, all checks have passed. Like, unfortunately, like running this isn't going to do anything, right? Like, I can't sign in. Yeah, it's going to break. We don't have a database, so it's going to fail reading SQLite. That's fine. Okay. Version 9, yup. There's the migration to add the notes table. There's the notes. Okay, we've got the seed adding the notes. Navigation. Yeah, we removed about and dashboard and added notes. Again, removed about and dashboard. Added notes. Got rid of about tests. Added mocks. Added tests. Helpers to get all the notes and to create a note. Define the routes for each of them. Got rid of the about and dashboard routes. Here's the note route. This one doesn't do anything yet. This is where we're gonna do. This is dumb. Let's. This action here, let's get rid of it. Is the app still running? Yeah. So let's see if we can go to notes. And just make sure nothing crashes. Okay, yep. There are the notes. New note. Cool. Any button should have a hover effect. How come that's not working? Oh, it is. Okay. That was weird. Okay, no, they're all working. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. And we can go to the notes page. Yoink. Cool. And I'll just say like remove unused action. Be one more change that goes in to that file. Okay, here's the new note page. We've got the action that creates one. The loader that requires you're a user. Same thing here. Change the redirect there. Get rid of the about test. Then we'll refresh this. That's the last thing. Okay. Yo, v0.0.9 going out. Is that the version? Hold on, let me double check. Yeah, 0.0.9. I gotta finish tests. Come on now. And always takes a while. I gotta run this stuff in parallel. Maybe this is the next thing I should do. Here we go. We should be done, skis. Yep. Cool. All right, V009 is out. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to wrap up this stream. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be focusing on updating a note and deleting a note. Okay. This stream ran for what? An hour and 20 minutes. I hope we can get update and delete done even faster tomorrow. Seriously. Crazy stream tonight with a couple folks stopping in, and I was just telling my wife, she's like, oh, does anybody watch? And I was like, no, nobody watches on YouTube. On Twitter, on Twitch, I had a lot more people watching, but YouTube, I feel like I'm just getting started. I've been consistent for like a week or two, and you know, obviously folks are stopping in. Thank you so much. I just think YouTube is like where I want to invest my time, because as I build out this project, I'm going to start dropping little like tutorials or like talking about the code that I wrote to teach y'all how to do, you know, what I did here. And there's lots of little things I picked up here. So a couple more days, and then I feel like I'm really going to go hard into like teaching and showing about every tiny little aspect of this code base, and going from there. So with all that, that is the end of the stream for tonight. I'm going to catch you all tomorrow morning. Different time, same place. It'll be 8 a.m. Central Time tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. Peace.